Black-Eyed Susan vine. I picked this color, which is very different. Last year I had the orange and the yellow growing on my fence. If you watched my videos, you saw how beautiful they got. This year I just bought the one. All right, let's get in here. I'll give you the tour. Oh yeah, and here is my lemon balm plant. If you watched my videos last year, you know that I just love to pick one of these every time I come out to the garden, rub it, and sniff it. Oh man, oh gosh, that calms you. Oh, it smells so good after the rain. There's lemon balm oil in this leaf. Highly recommend this if you like to just calm your nerves. We all need our nerves calmed, right? Okay, we have cherry tomato plant. Cherry tomato plant. I believe they're early girl cherry tomatoes. And this one here, we have sun sugar cherry tomato. I bought more of these this year. I love them. I noticed that the marigolds that I bought from the greenhouse have spider mites. You can see on the leaf there, those little white dots. I believe that's spider mites. I sprayed it once, just the marigold, but I threw a couple of the marigolds out. I don't want it to go to my tomato plant, but it may. I don't know. We'll see. Here is a mix of kale. I have it covered with netting. And right there is rainbow Swiss chard, which is starting to take off. This netting's a hassle. I got some of my lettuce a little bit ago, and it rained a lot last night, and the netting that's tucked underneath gets all dirty, so when I pull it up, it's a mess. I'll have to think of something better. I like the netting because it keeps the mothworms off. Here we have kale, which I should probably cut soon. And on the other side I have red romaine, which is really, I love it for like sandwiches. Kale is starting to overshadow it there. But the red romaine, I'll always grow that now. It's just beautiful. I'm cleaning some of this lettuce right now, which kind of seems to be a pain. It's the first time I've grown lettuce. All right, here we have basil starting. And I'm not sure how much I should thin it. I thinned it some. I'm imagining it should be thinned a lot more. There is my cilantro starting. Here is my cucumbers. I bought a couple plants. And then I have some coming up here. And they'll climb this fence. I made trellises out of my sunflower stalks, but they molded, so I had to throw them out. These are pole beans coming up. And then all along here is a row of sunflowers. If you watched my videos last year, you saw that I grew sunflowers. Here we have some calendula right to there. And then I have cosmos and zinnias mixed right here. Here's a snapdragon. My peas just are not coming up. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants that came up on the first planting. And then I replanted more, and then I had one little one right there come up out of a bunch of seeds, and that's it. There might be one coming there. I don't know what the deal is with the peas, but they're not doing well. All right, so I showed you one row. That's one row of cosmos and zinnias. Here's another row right here of the cosmos and zinnias. Okay, then I have some chocolate sunflowers here. Some mammoth sunflowers here, which I know are too close together, but I tend to do that. Here is some more mixed sunflowers. Here is a row of calendula. And these are hollyhocks. Right there, just starting, little hollyhocks. They won't bloom until next year, I guess. Okay, then for my pot right here, I bought butternut squash plants. And they did not do good at first, but they are starting to get some new growth now, looking good. This is a pot of purple potatoes. And it's just starting to come through the dirt there. So they'll be poking through pretty soon. Or actually, they're called blue potatoes, sorry, which I had never heard of, blue potato. And when you cut them, they have blue, like, rings inside. Here's some straw flowers I bought, which are gorgeous. And I put in I'm not sure how you say it. I think it's, I don't want to even attempt to say it. If anybody knows, put it in the comments. It starts with an A. And here's, oh, I forgot the name of those too. Which these ones are shade. But we'll see. So far they're keeping their color. And I have a pot of some cosmos here until my seeds that I planted bloom. So those are pretty. This is my acorn squash. It already flowered a female. And then now it's flowered another female. There's the squash, but it didn't get pollinated. We got another squash, a couple more coming there. So we need some male flowers. Here I planted butternut squash bush seeds. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 coming up in this 25-gallon pot. Probably have to thin that out. Here's my red potatoes. They're popping through. These are 25-gallon pots, 1, 2 pots of red potatoes. Two round zucchini coming up. Yes, too many. I'm still deciding what to do because last year I only had 2 round zucchini plants and it was more than I needed. And now I have 5 coming up. So I'll probably leave the one in the middle for this pot because I know they kind of bush out. And I'll maybe transplant 2 of them and maybe get rid of 2. Here's my carrots. Let's see, we have a rainbow mix. I replanted some in the middle here where it didn't come out up. And whatever, however you say that. I thinned these out using a little scissors, and that seems to work really good. Just clip them at the dirt. Here's some more bush butternut squash in a 25-gallon pot. Yeah, it needs weeding. Little Jack pumpkins. I got 1, 2, 3 of those plants, 4 of those, 5 of those. Yeah, it's a weed. These just came up. So I'm gonna get some hay around, or straw. I'm using easy straw this year and for my mulch. And so far I'm really liking it. Easy Straw. Okay, then let's see, what do we have here? Last year I grew the moonflower, which never did flower. I planted some seeds in here again just to try one. There's weeds growing. Here's my celery. 2 celeries coming up. I planted some spinach. I already cut this today for my salad I'm gonna have. Here we have yellow peppers. This is my black-eyed Susan vine that I showed you. Here we have some radishes. We had more spinach in here, but it bolted, and 3 of the plants are still okay, which I cut off of today, so they look like not much. These radishes are doing good. I'm not really sure when to pull them. I think they've only been in for 30 days, but look at that. That one's looking big. The dirt keeps coming away from them, and I keep putting it on. Here's my red peppers. More red peppers. More yellow peppers. There's a pot of pansies that aren't... I mean, my compost I just use straight compost in this pot, and it gets solid as a rock. I know I shouldn't probably do that, but that's what I did. Here's my nasturtium, and that's doing okay. I've never grown this before. I'm excited to eat it. I guess you can eat it, along with calendula. Calendula you can eat. Okay, we got some snapdragons. Another tomato plant. Here's a row of, I planted them last year, the Oklahoma pink zinnias. And they're coming up. And then we have, right about from here down is Queen Lime zinnias. So I'm excited to, or maybe I mixed them. I think I mixed them up so that the lime and the pink will be mixed together. And that's, I'm excited to see how that'll look. And then I have this pot I put together. I did 2 rows of beans, which my beans are doing terrible this year. And last year I had so many beans I couldn't deal with it. I think I have cutworms. We had a lot. We had a big storm. So yeah, these are looking bad. Look at that dirt on the leaf. Just covered. This one doesn't look like it made it. There, I think that one was a cutworm. Or the rain took it out. Yeah, I don't know. I put the compost on top. Yeah, here's the other row. I got a few here. Nothing. I put the compost just on top. I didn't mix it into the dirt, so I got a couple rows here set up. I'm gonna churn it up with the dirt on the bottom and mix the compost in, because it stays too soft and the roots don't do well. Here's this dahlia plant. Beautiful flowers. All right, and this is going to be a row of giant purple zinnias. Looks like they took a beating also. Poor things. Yeah, jeez. And then we have calendula, another row right here of calendula. And then my sunflowers. Those are giant Mongolian sunflowers, I think. And then just some random sunflowers. Another snapdragon. Snapdragon. Strawberries. Lots of flowers on my strawberries this year. Lots of flowers. And the rhubarb just is ginormous. It's 2 or 3 times the size it got last year. Look at that. It's just mammoth. Chives are flowering. I didn't eat any, but the bees will love them. They're very beautiful. And then I planted red onion and yellow onion bulbs, and they're doing good. A couple of them already were going to seed, and I pinched the seed top off. I don't know if that's a thing you can do or not, but I didn't Google it or look it up. I just pinched it off. Here's another one going to seed already. Right there. I don't understand why they're already going to seed. There's another one going to seed. I just don't get it. And I planted these little ones from my seeds of a red onion last year, and they aren't doing much. I thought maybe I could just get some greens off them, but I don't know. My snapdragons are getting some buds there. There's one that's going to be yellow. There we go. Give you a view this way. Whoops. There's looking that way. Here's my owl. Just keeping an eye on the garden. Yeah, so I know there's not a lot to show you yet because stuff is just popping up, but it's so exciting to see things grow. Every day things change. Okay, we'll take a view from this way. Oh, I laid cardboard all down to try and help with weeds this year. The weeds got crazy last year. I couldn't deal with it. All right, well, this video got long. Have a good next couple of weeks until you see me again. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.